Hey guys, what is up?
Hello, hello.
What's up, besties? It's your girls, the Rio Sis.
Hello.
And today on the show, we're sitting down with someone who is very special to us. Someone who embodies chaos, color, and courage all at once.
Total package.
Maddie is one of a kind person who, just to let you know a little bit about her and what we wrote about her, is she's pretty much the person who walks in the room and instantly pretty much shifts energy. She's wild, free, and just herself. She lives kind of in the fast lane, if you don't know. Loves hard, and from her party nights, her identity, and breaking free from a relationship that dimmed her light, to navigating messy and middle of growing up and figuring out who she wants to become. Maddie is very raw and real. She'll tell you how it is. She won't sugarcoat anything. So that's what we love about her. And this is something that you guys should also hear her story. And, if you can, obviously, always we bring our guests to learn something. If you can actually get a tip or two from Maddie, whether it's her way of thinking, mentality, what she's been through, that is what we're here for. And pretty much her every day. So buckle up. This is a conversation about freedom, resilience, and the future she's building on her own terms, pretty much. So, Maddie, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little tired.
it's,
I've been up.
it's Sunday afternoon, you guys. And Maddie is looking beautiful.
As ever. I know. I love the hair. It's so cute.
Thanks. Yeah. So, what have you been up to today, Maddie?
I'll do a baby shower.
Nice.
And then that was it.
Boy or girl?
A girl.
Oh, I was like, did you wear your pink or blue? She said pink.
Yeah, I had on like this pink jumpsuit thing, and then I had on these like mid-rise jeans that had like pink bows at the bottom.
Oh, I love that. And one thing that you gotta know about Maddie is that she'll put an outfit together, like head to toe. Like sometimes she's like calling me saying like, "I'm at Ross. Like, does this match with this?" And it's like, I know at the end of the day she'll like put on her accessories. Nice. Like she'll think about like the
I was just at Walmart today actually, and I got this set. It's supposed to be like a blue like gingham set, and it's supposed to be like, I call it accordion fabric. And I was like looking at it, and I was like, it's cute like in the gingham, but I'm low key about to go get some like red dye from the store, like the black one, and like dump it in some black red dye, so that I could wear it with all of my different boots. So I was like, the blue right now would look good with my brown boots, because like blue and brown go good together. Yeah. But I was like, but I can't wear like my black like going out boots, like my heels, because like I mean I could, but like I feel like it doesn't look right.
And see, I'm not that creative myself. Like I wish I could just be like, oh, I'm just gonna dump this in color or put this together. You guys, if you are needing a stylist, right here, $40 an hour. She'll get you right. So I just want to dive into kind of like your wild, free spirit and ask you, so what does wild and free mean to you, and like kind of in your own words?
Just kind of living with no pattern. I don't feel like anybody should live day-to-day life the same every single day. Just because it gets boring, it's repetitive, and like that's how people fall into like circles of not knowing it's been like 20 years later.
That's true.
20 years, yeah. No, like, as I feel like there's like people, especially older people, that are like, oh my god, it's like 2026, and they're like, yes, just yesterday was 1986, and I'm like, yeah, because you live the same life every single day.
That's true. And then it's like, that's why like there's like the older people that come to like an age like 60, like, oh, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that. And it's like, you could have, but you didn't, because you lived like day by day. And then it's like, I also feel like if you live like day by day, like you'll have like, sometimes your expectations will like fall, because it's like you're expecting this and that, versus when you're like free as a bird, you're just kind of flying to the next destination type of thing, you know? What is something people misunderstand about you, like that you would say?
I feel like that a lot of people take my kindness, like, and take it, like, and try and twist it, being, like, thinking that I'd never tell them the truth, basically. Like, I'm like, bro, like, I'll tell you how it is. I might not be nice about it in that moment. But I might not think that I'm being nice about it, but like there's a difference between being nice to people and like being a pushover.
That's true. And I think that sometimes people can't handle like real raw, like, hey, you're messing up, like this is what it is. Especially when it comes from a good heart and you're already friends with that person, you kind of know their personality. They might be like, oh dang, that hurts. But at the same time, this is kind of what we were talking about. And do you want a pretty little lie or the ugly truth?
Yeah,
Like
true.
which one do you want? And I feel like you would prefer the ugly truth.
Yeah,
if
for sure.
anything, you know?
If I'm calling you to Badger, if I'm calling you to Badger and I'm in Delululand, I want you to be there too.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference.
Yeah, so sometimes you gotta pull yourself out of that Delulu. And I think like sometimes like we all have that time like where friends like say like, hey, you're doing this, like you gotta check
Yeah.
yourself, and you really gotta ensure, even though it's like something that we hate doing because we love to be like always right, like
Right.
those are
Yeah.
human like traits, right? You just kind of have to like swallow that hard pill and then just kind of get over it, like sit in your feelings, go through it, and then get over it.
Yeah.
The situation. I know that you're a little bit into the party scene. Have you done like any raving or like just parties in general? Or what are your type of parties that you like to go into?
I've been to raves. I haven't been to a music festival per se, but I have been to raves. Of course, I've been to like the bars, I've been to the clubs and things like that.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do, so like raves are cool,
Mm-hmm.
but like they take a lot of work, like in your outfit, and then you have to plan how you want to do your hair and your makeup, and you have to think about like what the weather's gonna be like, because like raving culture,
That's a
raving,
lot.
Yeah.
like because raving culture, it's like you don't wear. I mean, you can, like no one's gonna judge you for it, like that's just how raving culture is. But it's like
free spirited.
it's so like you can go in like a t-shirt and biker shorts if you wanted to,
Mhm.
but like there's also like kind of like a creativity, artistic aspect to raving too, like where people build outfits and they like do makeup and
scratch.
like things like that. Like I've seen people hand make staffs that they carry with them through, and
Yeah,
like I've
nice.
seen super cool things people have made, like raving. You meet super cool people raving. The one downside to raving is that there's a lot of drug scene within raving, so you kind of got to be careful.
Yeah.
And but like I think if I do. Raving would technically be my favorite because it's always an experience. However, it requires a lot of work. So like in my day-to-day life, I prefer like to go to like a dive bar.
Yeah. Unless you have the time for it and stuff like that, right?
Like if I'm planning for it, it's different. Like if I find out about a rave like in the summertime, like right now,
Mhm.
like I'll plan it out. Like I'll make like some like I've gone to raves like within like a week and like planned like just stupid little outfits. Like don't get me wrong. But like whenever I like go in advance to raves, I like to create outfits. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
cool, like put pieces together. I feel like you could go with the set if it's gonna be last minute, but I feel like what's cool about it is finding different things that go together, like things you would
Yeah.
never put together in a daily life.
I've seen like what is it, like EDC, Snow Globe, Life in Color, just some of the few, but even like Burning Man.
Burning Man's kind of different though. Burning Man's more about art than it is about like actual music.
Yeah.
They technically have music, like you can go down like and like go and like listen to music and stuff like that because different artists will be there and they'll play their own music. However, it's not particularly like a music festival. That's what people get it like twisted.
Yeah.
It's not. It's about art. People set up. Literally, it's like a city they build from the bottom up.
That's crazy.
really cool.
In the middle of the desert, you guys.
Yeah, like that's what it's supposed to be, like a forbidden city type of thing. And then it's supposed to be like a leave no trace. So you build it up and you take it down.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And then they have like a big circle full of sculptures and art and things like that. They have the huge dome with the man in it. They burn it down.
Yeah. Would you ever go to one?
I do. I want to go. I want to try and go in the next couple years.
One of my biggest dreams too. When I was like 15, I'm like, oh, you know what? I just want to go to Burning Man. Like, I didn't even know what it was about, honestly, other than in the desert, the man on fire, and that's about it. So that's really cool, like for you to describe it too.
Yeah, it's more so like about like it's not like about particularly because a lot of people look at Burning Man and find it miserable because of the sandstorms and things like that.
Yeah.
But like when you think about it, like it's part of the experience. Like you
Yeah.
are pretty much building a utopian society.
Yeah, that's true. Do they use money out there?
No, they
Yeah,
have a
that's
bartering
the thing.
system out there,
Oh,
so
it's
people
true.
can.
How is it?
It's a bartering system. They don't use any
Oh,
money in
trade?
Burning Man. Yeah, so you bring stuff with you that it's worth trading. So like a lot of people bring like ironwork or like things that
Oh,
they
wow.
create like beading and stuff like that. They'll bring like mass amounts of it, create like a bunch of them all year long in their free time. And while you're out there, you can trade with people for other things. You can trade for like food. You can trade for like stuff that they make. Like some people will bring like handmade clothes that they bring out there and all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of like it's what are you willing to put up with, because there's a lot of environmental stuff behind it. There's sandstorms you got to think about, like when it rains out there, that
Yeah.
playa turns to clay.
And that's what happened these last couple of years.
Right.
For them.
Yeah.
I'd be probably the one saying like, "Hey, I have this Pokemon card. Can I get that sandwich?" like that was it.
It'll work too. It'll work.
Yeah, for real. No, I would. I'll be there. Hustling people.
Yeah.
A little Sammy.
Hey, let me that sandwich.
I got this one card.
No,
Work.
for real. One memory that you have, either party scene, kickbacks, a rave, that makes you smile every time you think about it? Like, is there a specific time where you're like, oh, this is so cool, I just need to like do another one of these, like run it back?
Like that's like me on the club at the weekend. I'm like, this is a good compliment.
Like you experience the weekend. I feel like I haven't really raved enough in comparison to the bars, but like the bar nights are always kind of the same. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, like the people you meet are different, the conversations you have are different, but it's kind of like you just go to the bar, like you hang out, you drink a little bit,
Yeah.
like it's kind of like it's not like a rave. I want to go to a rave specifically like out of town, like
Yeah,
we like
mhm,
plan
like
for
Vegas.
it, yeah, like something like EDC, like big rave.
Yeah.
And so I feel like experiences like those are like what draw a lot of people in. I personally like rave music. Like I listened to it before. Like, I like techno music, EDM, like all of that kind of stuff. Like I enjoy listening to that music. So it wasn't like a big transition. It kind of just took like my party awareness that I had from the bar already and translated it to like going to raves.
Yeah.
However, raves are a very different atmosphere. They're very like they're just very different. Like they have like a more welcoming vibe to them. Like it's not just like groups of people. Like everybody talks to everybody. They're like
They're friendly and stuff.
yeah. Like the last time I went to a rave, it was in downtown Reno, and I was in the crowd, and this guy gave us these. They're called like finger buddies.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Here, you guys have them." Me and my friend Kelsey, and he like gave them to us, and they're like literally these plastic little things that have like googly eyes on them.
That's what I was gonna say.
And you put them like on your finger, and they like sit with you.
No
And
way.
yeah, and so like someone gave us sprouts, and like
So cute.
I bought like a fan on it. I found it. It says
Oh.
funny. It's like stuff like that. It's also collecting things because like at raves, like people bring clothes, fans, like merchandise, stuff like that. So like it's like a lot of like collecting too when it comes to raving.
Yeah.
Things you can add to your outfits. Like sprouts are like literally like these little clips of plastic things that people put in their hair.
That is so cute. Guys, catch Maddie and the Leprechaun, Santa Girl, and all that should be hitting up the bars out there. And we're in Reno, Nevada, by the way. So
In the Reno,
in
Nevada.
the 775.
I know.
But so that sounds, I haven't done much of that, but for someone that, so that is like more the glamorous side. So tell us about like the dark side, and like also if there's anything that people, if they want to get into raving or start partying, or you know, when you're early on in your years, you're 18, trying to experiment, what would you give them as far as tips? Because the tip that I would give them is like, take care of your drink, make sure nobody roofies you or something.
Easy to say on paper, but it's very hard to like
Do.
It can be very hard to do sometimes, like because people are sneaky. Like you never know what people can do. Literally, just walking through the crowd thinking you have your drink close enough for you. All it takes is one person sliding by and dropping something, and you didn't know.
It's like you gotta have your drink closed and like walk
Yeah.
like that at all times.
Definitely the scary part of doing raves, going to the bar, things like that, are things that can happen, of course. Like there's always risks, like especially living where we live in Reno. Like we live in an open carry state. Like people have guns everywhere.
True.
You're messing with when it comes to like getting in fights with people.
Oh yeah.
Because people carry their guns around like it's nothing, and they'll pull them like it's nothing. And like there's stuff like that. There's being roofied. There's being kidnapped. There's like
Trafficking on that.
yeah, and then there's like that side of it, and then you also turn to a different corner where you have drugs. Like you have a lot of peer pressure, and you have like things like that, and so it's like you have people constantly badgering you in one ear about like just like because when people drink, people rage, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so like you never know, like you bumping into somebody on accident can set
Like,
someone
trigger
off,
them.
and like
Yeah.
and you also never know what other things that they're on. So it's not only do you have the
Yeah.
peer pressure aspect of like maybe your friends or other people around you doing drugs, it's also you have to deal with the reactions of the other people that could be on drugs because you don't know what they're on.
And it's like one fun night can turn into tragedy. So just, you know, always try to talk things out if you guys can, or, you know, maybe sometimes things are a misunderstanding, but also I would recommend to go with a group of people. That way you're safe and they can kind of look out for each other. I mean, what would you say?
I always at least go out with one person.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever really had a moment where I didn't go at least with one person to the bar. I've had people like tell me before, just go like have a drink at the bar, but I just feel weird about that. There's like a lot of different like darker ends to it. It's like I said, you got to know party awareness.
Yeah.
It's like you got to think about who's around you, where your exits are, who like people's like body reactions to you. Like I've had times where I'm just trying to slide past someone to go to the bathroom, and I've had girls almost turn around and slap me for it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, like it.
So in that case, do you like kind of like escalate the situation, or you just like my bad?
I tend to just walk away.
Not saying nothing.
Yeah, I tend to not like pay any mind to people like that, just because the more you feel into it, the more it like,
Fuel up.
yeah,
Especially in those situations too, because everybody's drinking. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you
they're
can go,
drinking
yeah, you can go from like 0 to 100 very,
real
very
quick.
quick. Like,
Yeah. And then out here too, like the bars, they're like packed. Like, dude,
Yeah,
like,
your
second,
shoulder to
shoulder,
shoulder, yeah.
It's so crazy.
That's why you gotta pick your days to go out too. Like I go out on Fridays instead of Saturdays because not only can I use that Saturday and Sunday to recover, because sometimes I be going a little hard, busy around like 10:30, 11, like when people start coming out and like getting off of work and stuff like that. But it's not anywhere like Saturdays. Like I've seen bars wrap around into the alley by West Second on Saturday nights, and it's like crazy. Like all it is a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
Like that's literally all it is a karaoke bar. Like there's nothing else in there.
Yeah.
At least in the library, you play pool. There's nothing else to do in West Second. Like I truly don't. I like West Second. Don't get me wrong. I like West Second only if you're purely going to talk to people though.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like being social, because there's other bars that are way better than West Second Street to go to
Yeah.
if you're just trying to like hang out and have fun. Like the Axe Bar has free games downstairs.
And by the way, we all went there. That was fun.
Or like even at least the library too. Like it has at least you can play pool. Or like Dubs, like on Friday night they do like bingo and stuff like that. And so it's like also like Hukaba's down there, and so it's kind of like there's a lot more options than just West Second Street. So I don't understand why there's like an hour wait. Trust me, when you get into the bar, it's like another hour wait just to get a drink.
And is everybody just singing or like what's happening?
It's like at that point in the night when the line is that long, you can't even sing anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it's like you
why
can put your name in, because some people do leave and they just like skip them if they call your name a few times and you like you're not like trying to get their attention, trying to get the crowd or something like that. They'll just skip you and they'll go on to the next person. But like it's very like rare that you can get at that time of night. It's very rare that you can get a song in within like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
I
I
couldn't
remember-
do that. I would be drained by that time.
Yeah, like I remember one time I put a song in at like 11. That's when I put the song down,
Like
and
1
I didn't.
o'clock.
I didn't like stay until like 12:30, 11, or
That's
1 o'clock in the
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy over there too, because now I'm thinking, I was like, what are my drunk nights too? Like, I was singing "Baby" by Justin Bieber, but you're at home now. Like, oh my god,
You were really
This is
singing
a drunk-
Justin Bieber,
yeah,
baby.
karaoke, yeah. And
Honestly, you only get embarrassed if you let yourself get embarrassed.
I know.
Like you just gotta.
it was the videos after, like the
You saw it?
anxiety, like what did
Yeah.
I do? And then it's me and my homegirls like jumping and singing. I'm like, yo,
You
but
just
it's
gotta,
almost
like,
happened.
you just gotta
Time
like
was
own it, to be honest, because everybody
Yeah.
does drunk shit. Like
I know, it's the anxiety the day after. Like, oh my god, what did I do?
I had my times waking up in the morning and not remembering anything. I'm like,
Oh.
whatever happened last night, don't talk to me about it.
I
'cause
know,
it
literally,
is
the
the
new
same
person.
person.
The new
Reset.
person.
Reset.
I wanted to shift focus on relationships and kind of like emotional growth. So you mentioned you were going through a difficult relationship, and mind you, this was already about 2 years ago.
It was like a year and a half ago.
So a year and a half. What do you think was the moment that you realized something had to change in that relationship? Like when you found out it was like toxic, you're like, yeah, can't do this.
Honestly, it kind of turned around in my head after he had not only ruined my Mini Cooper that I purchased myself, keep in mind,
Yeah.
and
You had two cars.
yes, and then I bought another car about a year later, and he crashed that drunk,
Oh.
and I had no like consequences
Remorse.
for it either.
Oh man.
And like after that, it wasn't even that he had any remorse for it either. Like it was my car got ruined, my shit got ruined, and his friend lent him a car, so he still had transportation after that. I had nothing. I had to live off my mom.
Zero.
And not only that, at this time, he didn't even have a job. So I was paying all of the rent and like all of the food bills and all that kind of stuff. And then he did get a job at one point. And like for some reason I was still paying for everything.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So what?
Yeah.
Did you just paying for
Oh,
everything?
no.
And I know. You can share the
I
mic.
can relate to
Go
that
ahead
too.
and talk about that.
I was making a lot, so we broke up back together, and I was making a lot more because I switched like to cocktail server. And dude, I paid for tickets for him, myself, and his sister to go see the weekend, and I booked the place in Vegas. And on top of that, I would have got us flights there. And I'm like, dude, I should have been paying for damn near everything, and then just like
Yeah.
meals too. And I'm like, damn, like rent is expensive.
Yeah, it was like after like that whole like car thing happened, because I just realized that it was like his reasoning behind it too, and we get in arguments about it. Because after that happened, I was still kind of salty about it. Like I feel like anybody. Like a couple weeks later, I remember he started an argument with me, and he tried to say that I have no reason to be upset anymore. Like he said that he was sorry and all of this kind of stuff.
I'm
and
sorry,
I-
you won't fix nothing.
yeah, and I was like, so the fact that my shit got ruined because of you being drunk, may I add, and you ended up in the hospital, may I also add, like you were drunk enough to injure yourself and end up in the hospital. And you didn't get a DUI for it, you didn't get a ticket for it, but it went on my insurance.
Hmm.
And your insurance went boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, and so like you feel no remorse for that. And it's just like what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
That's when it just straight up hit you like, damn.
yeah, and then we got into a couple more fights. It got really bad, and then like bad enough to a point where like I go to my mom's house, and then the final fight I was leaving to go to my mom's house again, and he basically just screamed some like really rude shit at me.
Yeah.
And then I went to my house and I told him that I was gonna like think about like what I wanted to do basically, and
Yeah,
I texted him the next day and told him that I was breaking up with him.
that's good.
Yeah.
At least you had that time of self-reflection, what you really wanted to do, because I feel like you are that type that has a huge heart and you do want to stay, because I remember those times where you came in like the office crying and stuff, wanting to make it work, but it just didn't work. And then you just kind of have that time to sit with yourself and realize like, this is not for me, because I'm putting out more than I'm even getting at all. How did that relationship shape the way you see love and like your boundaries now, like with a new relationship, a future relationship?
For me, it comes to like putting an effort. Money's not really a thing for me because people go through shit all the time. Like, there's been a point in time where I've had absolutely no money and other people have paid for me. Like, it's not like I haven't been in those moments either. So money isn't the issue. It's the effort. So it's like I don't ever want effort to stop being put in.
That's the thing that I feel like all girls want, right? Like in a relationship, like we want our mans to like put in that effort, text us, take us out on a date, like fill up our gas tank.
So like I'm like my love language, I'm very good with physical touch and like gift giving.
Right.
So even when
You
it's
are.
like even when it's something as simple as like, hey, like I like even if we're going out or something like that, and I bring like I bring like the person I'm talking to like a couple of shots before we go out, because like most of the time, because I mean I can drive, I just never drive because
Yeah.
everybody else chooses to drive. So usually if I go out with somebody like that, they end up being the DD. So usually I'll drive to the bar like when I'm sober, because I can't be pre-gaming anymore. That's how I be blacking out.
So
Yeah.
funny. And one thing about Maddie is that she will give her last $5 to like help you out. And I remember when we went to the Axe Bar, she even let me borrow her Chuck Taylor's everything. Like you were just so nurturing in that moment. So
I had to make sure everybody's comfortable.
yeah,
Like, it's like, especially if like I invite people out, like sometimes I'll text like to my friends, like, "You want to go to the bar with me?" And they're like, "I don't have any money," and I'm like, "Bitch, I didn't ask if you."
I know.
I asked if you wanted to come to the bar.
So funny, but so true. So what would you tell someone who's stuck in a relationship kind of like that, or even worse, who is hurting them? Like, what kind of advice do you have for them?
I would honestly say, like, yeah, like it sucks like leaving that person, because like you do have a lot of like feelings towards those people.
Right, especially if it's long term.
Yeah, like it sucks leaving those people. However, like think about like how much peace it'll bring you after.
Yeah.
Because I'm not here to tell you what to do, because I stayed in that shit for almost 4 years.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm not telling you to leave. I'm not telling you to do anything like
Right.
that. But what I am going to tell you to do is I'm going to tell you to think about the amount of peace it'll bring you
Yeah.
if you leave.
Yeah, and talk about your peace, like how that shifted from like chaotic, toxic, crying every day, not being able to get up, calling off of work, having incidents happen. Because I work with you, and that like flipped. Like your whole, like even like what we've been talking about, your mentality has even like grown to
Yeah.
another level.
It definitely helps when someone isn't fucking bickering in your ear. It definitely helps like when someone's not sitting there talking about all the shit that's wrong in life.
Yeah.
Like it's like I feel like that was a big thing that like irritated me, was that like he would come home and he would just like he'd sit there and talk about all the shit that's wrong. We have no fucking money, we have no this, we have no that. Like I'm like, dude, like let's think about the stuff we do have. Like
Exactly. Be grateful.
and like also like I also kind of don't like when people talk about that stuff, because I'm like, you put yourself in that situation. Like
True.
it's okay to complain about it, but I don't want to hear it every single night. Like if you have
Yeah.
like a bad day and you like because of that specific reason and you want to rant about it,
Fine, Ben.
yeah, fine, vent about it. However, I don't want it to be something continuously brought up, especially when you're not
Every
doing
day.
anything to change
Yeah.
it.
Right, accountability. That's so true. How do you keep yourself like self-centered when things start feeling overwhelming for you?
I go to sleep.
Besides therapy, I love sleeping.
Yeah, if I get overwhelmed, I go to sleep. I smoke some weed and I go to fuck to bed.
One coping strategy that genuinely works for you, like to day to day, is it just like having those self pep talks with yourself, saying that you are great, you are amazing, you deserve an amazing life with someone that actually cares and puts effort.
Honestly, I think about the fact that we are all on this floating hunk of rock, and that nothing actually really matters in the end of the day. Like, that's why I don't really give a shit about money.
Yeah,
Like, who cares? Like, like we talked about the other day, I could have $1 million in my savings account and then die tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's the point of having that $1 million then? It's gonna be. My dad likes to tell me money burns holes up in my pocket, which he's right. I love shopping. I like buying things. I like buying useless shit for like no reason. Like I think it's cool. I want it. And also like I waste a lot of money on. I shouldn't say waste, but I also spend a lot of money on art. Like I spend a lot of money on paintings. Like I'm not like painting stuff for me. To paint things. And like I just literally went out and bought an easel. I bought omni brushes. I bought paint. Like the stuff isn't cheap. I kind of think of stuff I want to do or things that I want, and I kind of just go buy it. And I don't really care about like, yeah, there might be repercussions of it for when I got no money, but I'm still gonna buy it because at the end of the day, like I said, like I could have so much money in a savings account and then die tomorrow. However, I could have $0 right now and have everything I ever want and die happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's so true because like me and Maddie always talk. We're kind of like the opposite, but I always like to get a different perspective of how things are, and this is the definition of you for real living like free. Because I'm more of like a cautious person. I love to have a little like A, B, and C, but everybody's different, you know.
Like you think I got money in my savings account? No.
So back in the days, like people used to do like the whole trading system. How we do today, it's so like, oh, I need to be 30. I need to have it together.
Yeah,
I need to
and
do
have
that.
you ever noticed that people are out here like countries in debt and this is not blah 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 and like all of the supplies are so expensive and I'm like, you realize like humans created money, like we literally could just and we would never have money again. And all of the same supplies would be there, all of the same things, but like money literally does nothing. Like this, like we make useless paper things. Saying like someone like all of the like leaders of the world could agree that money isn't a thing anymore, and not a goddamn thing would change.
Yeah, so you guys comment down below what you guys think. Do you want to go back to the trading system back in the days type of situation, or how do you view money? Comment down below because I know there's good perspectives out there. You know?
Like don't get me wrong, I understand like why money was made. It's like a way to like
yeah,
to like make like to organize like
Right.
it's stupid because people talk about the fact that prices have to go up because materials go up. However, humans created money. Why are things more expensive when they come from the earth?
I know that's what
Like
it's
that's what I'm
doing.
saying. You could get rid of the money. Like I'm not saying like get rid of it. Like I know there's reasons behind money and stuff like that. But like what I'm saying is that like I don't understand why you're sitting here telling me that inflation's a thing when we literally created money.
Yeah.
You could literally say that inflation's not a thing anymore. And there you go.
But I think that people over like they think about money as like their safety blanket, but it kind of goes back to like in the beginning of time, even like in the Bible time, like people didn't have any of that. It was just literally naked, living free, probably getting the apple off of the tree or something. It's like that's the thing that is just like when you really think about it, it's not needed, and it's like it's a way to the government to control us. Like, oh, if you make more money, you're gonna get taxed more. If you do this, that it's just like they always try to keep you in this like square.
I feel like everybody's gonna call me a commie for saying that,
Oh
to
my
be
God.
honest.
No, people would agree with her perspective because I have talked to people that exactly think the way you think, and I understand and I see that perspective.
Yeah,
too.
like I'm not full communism, like where everybody kind of shares an equal balance of everything, no
Right.
matter what you do in life.
Yeah.
I feel like the social structure should stay the same. Like the higher, wealthier you are, like when it comes to your jobs, like you're a doctor, you should have better things than
Right.
someone who works at McDonald's. I understand that the more effort you put into your career and your job, you should get better things. Like I get that. However, I also feel like there should also be a safety blanket.
Yeah.
Like I feel like basic human rights are a thing in that like if you're going to agree to take care of a country, going back to the whole money thing too. Why does human necessities cost money? Like why do I have to pay for a home when if I don't pay for a home and I choose to live on the streets, I'm gonna get arrested
You're gonna be
because I'm
homeless.
sleeping in someone's parking lot or in the park.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of like a push and pull. Like why are you forcing me to live somewhere and also bringing me shame if I still live with my family or with roommates after a certain age? But like you're also gonna make everything crazy expensive. Like why isn't there just like kind of like a safety blanket? You guys get like if you want better things, then work for more money. Like you know what I mean? Like you get an apartment the size of this kitchen.
It's
Like that's what you get to keep your life intact, and you get basic things that you can eat day to day, basic intake of
Yeah.
calories based on what you need. And like, because those are basic things. If you want more, if you want desserts, if you want ice cream, if you want that kind of stuff, pay for it. If you want a bigger, better house, then yeah, pay for it. But I also don't think that it should be like $2,000 to live in like a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy because I've seen we know a person that lives in the studio, and it's crazy ridiculous to just live.
Yeah, she was paying like $1,300 for a studio.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god! Yeah, and it boosted up to like I think 1,500 at one point for a studio, and it's like you know, I even seen like this video, like in Japan, they live in these like tiny spaces that's like $600, but they're really happy.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just, I feel like it's also very different from country to country, because in Mexico, like I was gonna tell you, our culture, it's like we don't shame people for staying with their parents till they're like 50 if they want.
You see, like my mom had families out here. Like she's like, they have 4 generations in one house, and they don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Literally, and they're saving so much money.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, honestly, like at the end of the day, as long as you're like pitching in, I honestly don't think it really matters if you live with your family or like with roommates or things
Yeah.
like that. Because honestly, living alone can get kind of boring. Like there are some people that can be alone. Don't get me wrong, that prefer to be alone. Good for you.
It's
Not-
kind of lonely. I feel like it would be lonely because you're just kind of in your.
You have no one. You have no
Your
one to like
thoughts.
talk
Okay.
to. Like you have no one to talk to. Like if you want people to talk to, they have to come over. You go over there. But it's like that also just takes like effort when I can just like, you know, walk down the hall and go bug my mom. Like go down the hall and go like hang out with one of my friends because we're
Yeah.
roommates and stuff like that. Or like even like roommating with a complete stranger. Like you can still sit in like the living room together and watch TV or like have a conversation. Like
I always think that life is like better with people. It makes just your, even if it's a brother, sister, mom, dad, and friends. It's just,
well, what's the point of living if you're not going to be social?
we need that. Like human like needs and desires are to be social and be loved. You know?
Well, yeah, humans are very social creatures. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're meant to be socialized with each other, and like that's why I feel like I feel like the more you stay alone, definitely the more you stay alone, the more you become an introvert, obviously.
Mhm.
But I feel like you also lose social skills. I feel like because as kids, you notice like kids don't have an issue like talking with people at all. And like think about it, like you go to daycare 5 days a week for a full like work shift because that's what your parents do,
Right.
and you're socializing with kids for 8 to 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why kids make friends so easy. They can talk to people so easy. They never stop socializing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so like it's like and as you become an adult, like some people like to be by themselves, yeah. However, I feel like what I was saying, it like makes your social skills like go away,
Yeah.
and you don't know how to interact with people anymore, which is where social anxiety comes from, and like things like that. And I don't know. Like I also know that like things like anxiety can also just be like medically there too. Like you
Yeah.
kind of can't control it.
Yeah.
However,
that adds on to it.
yeah,
For sure.
like however, like coming from a person who did it to herself, I gave myself social anxiety because I dating my ex, we never really did anything, so I never really talked to anybody but him and my family.
yeah.
So it was not how to talk to people. Like, and then when I started going out again, it's like now I can spark up a conversation with somebody and like have like a nice conversation, know what to talk about, stuff like that. But at first it was hard.
yeah.
Like it's you're trying to learn how to converse with somebody again because dating someone for so long, it's kind of like not conversation anymore. Like it's kind of like you think of a thought and you just kind of say it out loud. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like you like call up that person to like have a conversation
Yeah.
with them. Like it's like you're walking through your house or like you're at their house like after like a year or two of dating, and it's kind of like you just get home, you say hi to each other, you like go about your life, and you kind of just say things as they like come in your head. They're not really like conversations in a way.
Yeah, and that's the thing, kind of putting yourself out there after a breakup and being fresh to the dating scene, right? Because I think like, oh, it's awkward. Like if I were just to be out brand new, available, like what am I gonna say? Yeah, that's a good perspective. I love all that. You know, money talk, pretty much finances, living day by day, living in a society, being social. So do you think that kids like Gen Z, well, you are Gen Z or no?
I am Gen Z.
Okay. Do you think that these kids, like younger than you, like probably like Talia's age, like 8, you think they're gonna grow to be social just because everything's on the tablet, everything's like? How do you feel about
I
that?
have mixed feelings about this because I feel like a tablet could be very good for development because you kind of want to stay kept up with technology,
Right.
like things
Mhm.
evolved, and like also
Sure.
like I feel like that like they can also teach you like good recognition skills, like doing like pattern games and like driving games, and like they can teach you like just like different motor skills.
Right.
I feel like in ways tablets can be very helpful. However, I feel like there also is a point where it's too much.
Mhm.
Like certain times where they're kind of needed to like distract your child. I get it.
Right.
Like don't get me like there's no perfect child. They're never gonna be perfect all the time. Sometimes you do need like the pacifier, what I call it.
Mhm.
Like when they don't have an actual pacifier, they have something in its
Yeah.
place. Which so with some kids it's a tablet.
Yeah.
And I feel like in places like the airport or like if you're at
Yeah.
dinner or like things like that, like a tablet's kind of like warranted.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in situations where, specifically when they're just at home doing nothing, or go play with your damn Barbies, like go do something, like go be creative, go
Right,
like
right.
go paint
Go
something,
outside.
go like
Go
I
find some worms or something.
because
Yeah.
like and I do like to draw, I like to paint, I like to like do things like that. Like
Mhm.
I feel like that, like I would want to like when I have kids, like I want to like keep things around that aren't the tablet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to watch TV, you can watch what I'm watching on the TV, like my dad
Yeah.
to me.
Right, it's kind of
Like
like
back
I'm
in
just
the day.
kidding. Like I don't like that.
Yes, Rachel and Blippi are like educational, but they're kind of
However, like, there's also like a cap. Like, there's gonna be at one point I'm turned off and put on Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
We'll be watching Dance Moms.
Because
Like,
sometimes I'm telling you,
today.
yeah, I'm telling you as a mom, oh my goodness, these things be on repeat that you start like memorizing things and it's crazy and it drives you insane.
Yeah, and it's just like also like because during like my time watching TV, because I don't think I would get my kids tablets, to be quite honest with you. I think I'd have my own tablet
And then sure.
that they can use like just like day-to-day life. I don't think I'd let my kids have one. Like, you can watch your TV in the morning, like while I'm doing stuff, or like if I like work from home like I do now, like while I'm working you can have free range of the TV or like stuff like that. Like, however, like once we're off, we're changing it.
Yeah.
No, or we're turning it off and we're gonna go do something. Yeah.
outside. And that's how I am with Talia too. Like when I'm working from home, yeah, she'll have this and that, but I'm like, did you read your book? Did you do your homework? Did you
I
clean your
just put water
room?
on my-
Talia's the same way, honestly, but I agree, limiting that and just introducing them to like, you know, being more social, like what we did back in the day, ride bikes, go out there,
Yeah.
play hopscotch, jump rope, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So where you want to be. So when you picture yourself 5 years from now, what's the first image that comes to mind?
I don't know. I like to dwell on like what you're trying to be in 5 years. I feel like that if you have a goal to do something, you're gonna do it.
Right.
So like, I feel like it's different when it comes to things like when you're starting college. Like, where do I see myself in 5 years? Graduating.
Right.
Yeah, like that's obvious to say.
And go back to school and all that.
But like, what I mean by that is that I can sit here and say like, oh, like I want to be like living in a house. I want to have a family. I want to
Yeah.
be married. I want to do all that kind of stuff. But it's like, 5 years is way too far away from me. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna eat for dinner today.
What about short term? Like, do you have anything like in mind? Like, obviously, we talked about school, so you want to go back to school. That'll eventually happen.
I have a hard time with school right now because I have a hard time figuring out what I want to do because I don't want to like choose the wrong path. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put a ton of money into something that I don't want to do. Because I've seen people do that before. Like, I've seen people get like business degrees because they want to like have something sensible, but like, they're not happy with the career they have with a business degree.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like I don't want to be stuck in a place where I don't want to be. So I've gone back and forth between a couple different things. I've wanted to go to like school to become a vet tech.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to cosmetology school. I wanted to like do like stuff like that. Those are the two I'm kind of battling back and forth with right now, because I don't know. I was talking to one of my friends, and because I've been painting a lot recently, and they were like, why don't you like go to like cosmetology school and do nails?
Yeah.
Like draw on smaller scales. You're probably really good at nail art, and cause I can't paint, and so it's
Can you
kinda
imagine
like-
that freelance paint on a nail?
yeah.
It'd be like super
And so,
twisted, too.
like, I know I've talked to a couple different people about things like that, like, cause I've gone back and forth between veterinary school and cosmetology school, and a lot of people have told me they could see me in either, but quite recently, one of like a person I've been hanging out with quite a bit recently, he had told me that like he was like, honestly, like I think you should just go to cosmetology school. He was like, I think like that fits you better.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't really have to like
Yeah.
you
It's
like
more
you
like freeing.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah,
have to
like
do
you
what
kind of
want.
rent out your own space.
Yeah.
You don't really have like a boss.
Your own
Yeah,
schedule.
exactly. I was like that.
And it's short term too. Like it's very short term.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about doing that.
You can take it anywhere too.
Yeah.
Take it to any city. Like versus like if you're a vet tech, you gotta follow the surgery by the book.
And
You
go
know,
there,
Yeah.
be there.
And I
be the
also
boss.
feel like I'm not really like the type of person that likes to be structured like
Yeah,
that.
no, not at all.
Like late half the year to work anyways. Like I feel like that
better.
I feel like I'm just too like fluid in my schedule. Like I never know what I'm doing before I do it. Is like what I should say. Like if we started later like at work, like in like the day, who knows what the fuck I do before work.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like I'd be like, you guys want to go to breakfast? Like I don't have breakfast. Like yeah, like and so it's I tend to not try to think ahead on things. I kind of just tend to go with the flow, which sometimes kind of like offends people because what I mean by that is I'll make plans for like the day. Like if you text me in the morning and you're like, hey, do you want to do this tonight? I'm like, yeah, sure. But I don't like being like, let's hang out in a month.
Yeah, like planning.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do in a month.
It's like I texted Maddie last minute about the interview, and she was like, "Sure, get it."
I know that's a great perspective. You like definitely like open my mind a lot of different places too. That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't like to abide to a schedule, to be honest.
But she's really good at work, and How do you feel about work, and do you like what you do now?
I do. I don't mind what I do. Like
It is structured, which is a little out of your norm, but I feel like you do it so well that it's just not a thing.
it's structured, I should say. Like there's like an attendance policy, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but like but like I don't really have like a schedule like during work. Like I kind of just do whatever I feel like doing first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of I feel like doing this right now, so we're gonna do it.
And then you prioritize your time very well, so you get everything done, and just kind of like you go with your flow, like works for you. And like number one in the whole entire company, pretty much. And she was like, so there's a 4 rating out of what was it, like our annual review, right?
Yeah, it's like a 4-star rating.
Nobody got the 4-star rating but this girl.
Hell yeah.
Not even me.
That's what's up.
Not even me. So toodaloo, hats off to you. So what's something that you're proud of that you don't give yourself enough credit for? Because I can speak on a lot of things about you personally, which is like what I've come to know about you. Just like honestly the growth for me and noticing that I give you credit for that.
Honestly, I'm kind of a lot that I don't give myself credit for. Like a lot of people call it selfish, but it's something I know I'm good at it. Like I don't tend to try and like fault myself for things. Like if I know I'm good at it, like I'm not going to tell you that I'm not good at it.
Right.
Because I also accept the fact that I'm not good at other things. Like, and I'll tell you straight up if I'm not good at something.
You're gonna be self-promoting yourself.
I don't think that there should be a reason that you like try to downplay your accomplishments.
Exactly.
And like I feel like that if you're gonna try and not give yourself credit for something, then don't do it at all.
Yeah.
And so I don't really have a lot that I don't give myself credit for. Like I very much come from a family of people who like to kiss themselves. Like we know what we do and we know we do it good.
Yeah.
Like kind of thing.
Yeah, and boosts up your confidence.
Mhm.
And not only that, you know what you want and you're very clear and precise versus the person that does the opposite. They're kind of foggy, they kind of go back and forth, they're not very confident. And that alone I think comes from confidence and just knowing that you adapt easily to situations and environments.
Yeah.
If your story can help even one person listening right now, what would you do to, help them, or what would you say to help them and have a little takeaway key from your message today?
Everything's temporary. Life keeps spinning. The
I
world
love
doesn't stop.
that
That's
so
exactly what I was saying.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nothing lasts forever. Like
Yeah.
you can hate the position that you're in right now, but if you put in the work, like you can always get yourself out of it. And there's always definitely worse too. That's what
Yeah.
I think about too. Like you
Mhm.
definitely wish you would
Always be worse. Yeah.
And that's true, and that's a good perspective too, because there's people that are living worse, and it's
Mhm.
just kind of like getting yourself out of there, putting in the work, like Maddie said, putting your effort, and you'll see the change. It probably won't be fast or something you see right away, but eventually it will.
Yeah.
What's the wildest thing about your journey that people would never guess?
I've been to jail 3 times.
Like you have like a pretty little face, and it's like nobody would even think that you hurt a fly, bro. That is so funny. So I kind of want to end this off with some rapid fire questions. So, what do you prefer, sunrise or midnight?
Midnight.
Chaos or calm?
Chaos.
Biggest flag in a person?
My biggest red flag in a person.
You're like, oh, let me look deep in there.
If you can't watch a movie.
Dang, that's me, bro. I'm sorry, but that's me.
Like if you can't just chill out in silence and watch a movie, get out of my space, because I'm definitely the type of person that I'll invite you over to my house, but it's not my job to entertain you.
No,
I'm exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Like, if somebody wants to come over, like, what are we supposed to do? Like, I'm not gonna do it.
I literally like text my friends. I'm like, you want to hang out? And they're like, and do what? And I'm like, beats me.
Yeah, I
I
guess
was
so.
like, be bored. Like it's better.
Yeah.
Like it's like, why would I do the same exact thing at my house alone when I can go to your house and do the same exact thing with you?
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes it looks like sitting on the couch, texting away, or having small talk.
Me and my friends can sit in silence for hours and do our own thing in the same house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can be in my room with me, and like my room's only like maybe 10 by 15, like it's not very big. And like we'll be in that tiny space doing completely separate things. Like I'll be painting and they'll be playing video games.
Yeah.
Or, like I admire people who can do nothing with you.
Yeah, I love
me
that
too.
too. I love that, but I was just referring to the movie. Like, I can't watch a movie with you because I'll fall asleep. I'm just that type of person.
Okay. Granted, I will also fall asleep, but what I always say, like movies in perspective. That's how I kind of like gauge how people are, because I go, do you want to watch a movie with me? And if they're like, oh, I'm like, I know you can't sit inside. I love me a good movie.
Yeah, right. Biggest green flag. Like, what turns you on?
Attention, honestly. Like love language is physical touch.
Yeah,
Like it's like touch me, give me attention.
I know
Like,
something.
that's
When
what
are you still here? Yeah, I know.
yeah, like why are you 10 feet away from
Yeah.
me?
One thing you'll never apologize for.
One life.
True.
Mhm.
Being
That's
yourself,
right.
being genuine.
The good and the bad.
To accept it or you don't. So
And what's your biggest ick?
hygiene.
Yes.
Like
The shower.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care for body hair. I don't particularly care for facial hair either. I don't mind it
No.
if you take care of it. If you don't, just shave it.
Ugh.
Yeah. After party or straight home?
I love me a good after party.
I know. I'm like, damn. That's a good question.
I can
too.
get after.
after the after too.
What's one thing that makes you feel safe with someone?
When they know your fears, like when they know what gives you anxiety.
Are you like a city girl or like a country bumpkin?
I go back and forth, to be honest with you. I love me like the city. I like to bar hop. I like to do like stuff like that. I love like the nightlife. However, I also like to like run around cornfields.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't know, like I grew up like on like in the valley of California, so we lived in like the almond orchards. So
True.
it's like we like ran up and down the orchards growing up. Like my babysitter, she lived right next to one. We used to run up and down the orchards and like play out there and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of go back and forth. Like if I were to pick somewhere to live, I pick the city, just
Yeah.
because it kind of can be inconvenient to be out in the country.
Yeah.
I can still see you like in like Oregon or Portland for sure. Like out there. Sweet or spicy?
Sweet
Ooh, tattoos or piercings?
tattoos,
Ooh. What's one thing that you can't leave the house without?
my fate.
If your life had a theme song, which one would it be, or what is on your repeat playlist right now? One song.
My theme song. I'm gonna.
She like goes in between a lot of songs. Like she'll have like some like gangster songs, some like slow songs, some like party songs. You kind of never know what you're gonna get.
Mhm.
I have over 2,000 songs on my playlist.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I gotta catch up. Mine's like I just need to add more music.
Girl, mine's the same one since like the 1990s already. Just like the same one. I really need to expand my horizons there. I just like you're going to your 9 to 5 office.
Girl,
job.
when I go to work, I'm listening to some hard Suicide Boys music, depression, driving to work at 5:30 in the morning. Whenever I'm like getting ready to go out, it kind of switches between like I have a playlist called "A Bad Bitch Gets Ready." 20 minutes by Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi, okay.
Well, how does someone start?
I don't know anything.
This song, so yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lil Uzi, send me some concert tickets.
Yes, please. We're gonna tag Little Uzi by the end of the video. Please get her at least 2 tickets for your next
I love
show.
you
She would love
so
you,
much.
and she would love to take a picture with you, meet you, everything. So this wraps it up. We kind of sat with you, Betty, kind of talked about being a wild soul, kind of rewriting your story in real time from parties, raves, rebuilding your life. You're pretty much opened up about your freedom, heartbreak, healing, and all the future that you're kind of chasing, which you're kind of not because again you're a wild soul and you just kind of live day by day and love that. I definitely got a different perspective, and I definitely got to know you even more in a deeper level today, like really. And I'm just so grateful for you. You're awesome and amazing, like I always tell you. And this kind of was like an episode, if you kind of ever feel lost, loud, or in the middle of becoming someone new, this episode's for you guys. Any last words, Madison, your grace?
I would say if you ever feel lost in line, just keep going, because if you keep traveling in the same direction, you'll find something eventually.
That's right.
Exactly. And then what's your little quote? Click around or mess
Oh,
around
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah, no. Mess around and you will find out.
All right, guys,
That's
this
right.
wraps it up.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for joining
coming.
us.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Bye.